And then I burned her alive because she died in a wildfire.
Nobody likes our intro. I host this show. It's called You in the Office. My co-host is black, just like Maurice Watts. We go live at 9 trying to make bread and butter. Although Tori,
I made it. I
you
fucking
can
like
do what all white people do, pull a gun out and shoot them.
I hear a woman that says she's alone, I just think toys. It's hella cynical.
She was talking about my stomach, which grows and shrinks like the season.
Everyone is welcome to speak on the show. Your job is to listen like
Did you walk the dogs? You're holding my hand wrong. You're not a good father. You're not a good person. You need to burn in hell.
Tune in Thursdays at 9 to watch our live program. Q and I will sure make you smile and laugh. And if you see us around, please ask.
Oh, okay. I thought you said she can't do
She
anything.
can't see anything.
I was like,
Oh, look, we're live now.
you just cut straight to the point.
Look at this. I love people who post things about cars on the internet. It's fucking hysterical. My friend Saeed just sold a car to some guy. You know, you feel like, he got ripped off. Anyway, where's my camera? What the heck's your name, Mr. Paco? Hello, Paco. Paco's back again. Hello, Q. Hello, Nick. This is
We're
You in the Office.
shaking.
You in the Office. YouinTheOffice.com. You in the Office on Facebook. You in the Office on Instagram. Follow us, like us, share this video. We're coming at you live from our Keyport, New Jersey studio. Right, Q? Q? Q.
Sure, but
I hear my voice in the background. Is the TV mic on? The TV's on, isn't it?
Yeah,
Anyway.
the TV, the everything.
Listen, You in the Office website is still not functioning. Okay? I'm having a very hard time wiring money to Pakistan to get that working, but I promise you, as soon as whatever his name is over there, he will have a very nice website. All right? Please. Last week, we had Mama Rejects on. Mama Rejects.
Shout out to Mama Rejects.
She was awesome.
Yeah, very good energy.
Very. Oh, matter of fact, I should put her stuff over here. Look.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, plug that in.
Here. Look, Mama Rejects. Look, she's cute too. She with her purple hair. She's a cute looking woman. I like her. Anyway, she was on. And also Mr. E. Remember Mr. E?
Mystery.
Mr. E. But was it Mr. E or Mr. E?
It was Mr. E, which
Mr.
meant
E.
mystery.
He's a Mr. E.
Mr. E with a mystery.
He's gonna come back on because he has some more stuff to teach us. You know that? He has a whole teaching that we
I
have
think
to
him and Papa Love should come on together.
together. Yes. I'll bust out my yarmulke for that.
Which what's your Jewish friend's name?
Joe Paul.
Darren.
Darren should come
He
too.
should come too. And Joe Paul.
And Joe Paul.
Which
Let's
have
get a whole
all the Jews in the
bar
building.
mitzvah together.
Jews in the office.
Oh my God.
That's great. That'll break up that 4-week spell of rappers real fast.
No, they're all rappers. just
we
Jewish
just
rappers.
have a bunch of Jews in the office.
Oh, wait a minute. They are all rappers. aren't
Exactly.
Yeah.
they? Oh.
We need a bunch of Jewish rappers.
Oh, look. We go from black rappers to Jewish rappers.
Be the
Another
brightest
thing,
episode we've ever had.
they just it just shows you the amount that you guys steal from us.
What, the diversity?
Just all
From
the shit
us,
that you
dude.
steal
I'm not
from us.
Jewish.
You're white. You're the main
Jews
one.
were with you. What are you talking about?
Jews
You
were
were-
never with us. They never liked
They've
us.
always
Fuck
been with you guys.
They
And
never liked us.
They were
all the
closer to you to
houses
me.
all the houses that you rent are owned by Jewish people. I assure you of that.
That's because everything's owned by Jewish people.
But there you go.
that doesn't mean
And
that
they're
they're
helping
with
you
us.
out. They're renting to you.
That doesn't
They
mean
don't
that
have a problem renting
they don't rent
you.
to me because I got a
Well,
criminal
you gotta-
background, so
you
they
gotta be
don't
that
rent to
close.
me. So they don't work for me.
By way of
The
the
Godfather.
government.
They don't work for me because I got a criminal background, so they don't fuck with me.
They love you. Listen, also, next week is Samira.
Samira.
Samira?
Samaya, the way you said it.
He said Samira.
Samaya.
Oh, Samaya.
Samaya or Samira?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, you know her?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
She recorded with Monster?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually shot a video.
She was on that award show recently.
Is it the right Samaya that we're talking about?
It is.
The little short, tiny Samaya?
Who got the
I don't know.
Wait, you thinking about the chick from who was with Les Roll? Yeah, see, that's who I thought it was at first too. It's not her. Nah, this chick sound more like Erica Badu for me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Samira.
It's Samira.
Yeah,
Not Samira.
yeah. But I know
Samira,
Samira.
you're way over here.
I know Samira.
Some of you gotta get your facts straight when talking about her, all right?
Hey Nick, somebody said you're Amish.
I'm
Dylan
Amish?
said you're Amish.
I'll accept that. You
Shout
know?
out to Dylan. Just dropped his
That's
album
better
on
than looking like a
420.
terrorist.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Everybody's been shopping.
What's wrong with looking like a terrorist?
Why would you want to look like that?
I'm not sure.
You know?
Well, y'all don't remember, but it was a point in time when niggas used to be off they 9/11 Taliban shit.
Who?
They used to call they states. There's people used to call they state Taliban for a period of time
Who
after
called who a Taliban?
9/11. They used to call themselves that, referring to themselves as the Taliban. They were wearing
the Taliban.
the little turbans and
do-rag?
shit. No, not a do-rag. The
turban.
turban. And call themselves
Who
Taliban.
would do that?
It's people.
The
People
Taliban.
still do that. I mean, that's a
People
whole
don't do
culture.
it. No, but see, they do it. But there was another culture doing
I mean,
it.
no, people do wear things on the head. That's like a culture.
But they
Jewish
were
people
wearing-
do it.
And
The
a lot of them stopped. I feel
They
you.
were
Sikh
Taliban.
people do it. You know,
I
the
get it.
Russians do it when it's cold outside.
What I'm saying is, there's nothing wrong to look like a terrorist if it makes you feel good. If it makes you feel good.
It's all about the beard.
Yeah.
On May
Fear the
10th, we
beard.
have Dre Miller coming on.
Yes. Shout out Dre Miller.
Dre Miller. He's from Keyport, right?
Yes.
And he's a young, aspiring.
Rapper.
Get the fuck
Artist.
out of here. Is he really?
Yo, he only been
A rapper
rapping
from
for a year.
Keyport. That's
Who would've
awesome.
known?
Henny been rapping for a year, but
What's his name?
had,
Henny? Did you say Henny? What'd you say?
That wasn't even.
he
close.
only.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, go ahead.
Why'd you assume that I said Henny?
'Cause he's a rapper from Keyboard.
Can you ding your bell over there,
The
nigga?
stereotypes never stop.
Can you ding your bell over there, nigga?
I like Henny, first of all. I wish I had that song I was playing for you the other day. I wish you had that queued up. That angry song.
Are we allowed to play that?
Who cares? That song was good. He's not even famous, that guy.
6ix9ine?
Who?
No,
No.
that wasn't 6ix9ine. You're right.
No,
We
the
might be
heart
able to
attack
play that.
guy.
Yeah, you're right.
That song was great. That made me want to,
Heart attack guy,
kill
who's that?
somebody. What was his name? Some
It's-
rapper.
Yeah, he has such a weird name. Well, I'm a find him, but he has such a weird ass name. And Skip was listening to him in the gym right after the song Billy came on.
Oh,
That's
okay.
my favorite
so
song of all
he's-
time.
He makes gym music.
Well, Billy's my favorite song of all time. Like literally, like I'm gonna walk into court with that song playing.
This is
Like, that's my theme song.
He
This
doesn't
is a
come
40
out losing too because he's playing it.
This is a 40-some-odd-year-old Irish white guy listening
song
to
is
Billy
awesome.
at the fucking gym.
That
Yeah,
song
right?
is the Rocky of this generation. That's like Eye of the Tiger.
You don't know shit about this generation.
That song is like the Eye of the Tiger. That's all. You could be having a bad day. You put that song on.
I don't know. I feel like first day out is pretty close.
Kanye had that song on before he went outside with his Trump hat on.
Did he?
Yeah.
You sure he wasn't listening to
His
Bob Dole?
MAGA hat.
No, that's what he was listening to.
Not Bob Dole.
Also tonight, don't forget, we have Drew the Recluse on.
Yes.
Never
Yes.
forget.
He's a very talented artist from
Yes.
South Jersey. He's awesome.
Whereabouts in South Jersey? Well, we'll like send
Yeah,
when he
let's
get here.
ask him that when he's here. Yeah, they could have been,
I
but
wonder
you know
who got
what?
these pictures.
That's what my wife said to me too when she took my pants off,
Oh
but,
shit! These pictures could have been
That could have been bigger, but
these pictures could have been bigger. Funny as hell. And never
is this
mind.
Drew the Recluse?
Yes, this is Drew the Recluse. Live at the Stone Pony.
Looking forward to talking to him.
That's pretty hard to get into with the hip hop scene, you know? So
The Stoned Ponte.
it's got to be pretty big.
But is he really hip hop? Is he hip hop? He's like R&B soulful stuff,
Yeah,
right?
like trap soul, like
like
there was
like
a take
Brian-
your pants off category.
Bryson Tiller.
He'd be in it.
Yeah, take your pants off category.
He'd be in it.
He'd be in the genuine section.
Yeah, the genuine.
Right? That sounds like a whole lyric right there.
I'm trying to like look at his facial expressions to see what he thinks about all these comparisons, and he's not making any facial expressions.
But that's fine. He doesn't have to like our comparisons. This is his fans are listening. This is what
Hey,
his fans
Skip.
talk about.
Skip,
Oh, yeah.
real quick though. How was actually? I'm gonna go with you last. Nick, how was your week?
How's my week been?
Yeah.
It's actually been pretty eventful. I mean, a lot of things happened. I was in Perth Amboy for a lot of it. A lot of events happened in Perth Amboy.
Look at you. No wonder you looking a little Spanish these days.
Yeah, I had to grow the beard out just so nobody pressed me, you know?
Well,
so
that makes you look like a terrorist or
a threat.
Amish apparently.
Yeah, just make everybody think that something bad's about to happen. But no, yeah, it's been pretty eventful. I actually just released a single. I didn't personally release it, but it's if you look under Not Your DJ on SoundCloud, you're gonna find it.
Nice.
Called Nightlife, featuring Monstar Jelani.
Jelani's a dude, by the way.
Yes.
What?
Jelani is a dude.
Yeah,
Oh, look at that.
Jelani's a dude.
Shout out
Yeah,
to
DJ
Scott
Camp
Scott
presents.
Camp. He's a friend to the show as well as Mr. Monster, as well as Mr. BIP. So we have a lot to do with this record, obviously.
You know, in some roundabout way, yeah. Right?
Yeah,
right?
you know what?
And I also have a
Everybody's
nightlight.
just plugged in, you know?
You still sleep with a nightlight?
I do.
Do you? When you like? Alright. When you fucking your bitch, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like to see, you know, I like to see shit. I enjoy the.
I put the TV on with the sound off.
I hate. Oh, exactly though.
I put Drew the
just
Recluse
because
on.
you need a little bit
Yeah,
of light.
I put Drew the Recluse on.
Because
and
you
then I
want to
put
see.
TV
Volume
on.
4 so we could still hear everything.
No,
but
fuck
him
that.
At the
Turn
same
volume.
time.
No,
I don't want
volume
to hear
at
none
all.
of the TV.
I just
Hell
want the
no.
flashy lights. 'Cause if
Yeah.
you put on like a crazy
you
show.
you can see, like
Yep.
you get to see the whole body. You understand what I'm saying? Like if it's too dark, you could feel it. I mean, you could, but you can't see it. You understand what I'm saying?
I feel you. You don't get that whole 3D
You missing-
It
experience.
was what she looks like in the beginning that triggered that. feeling.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
exactly.
that
So
whole Helen Keller experience. You feel me? Like everything's off, but you
that
still
shit
got
get
sense.
you. Yeah, that shit get you going more. Seriously, like she's still
Terrible.
your muse. She has to still turn you on. So looking at her turn you on. You gotta be able to see that shit. But some women don't like to have. They
See,
like to have
I'm
sex in the
afraid
dark.
if you ever had sex in the dark,
Yeah.
she gonna play a trick on you.
Yeah, right.
She gonna get up and throw her fat friend in the bed. You know? And I don't want to be doing that.
Yo.
Like, I don't want to turn the lights and be like, oh, what
Yo,
are you?
you and your
You know I
boys,
was fucking.
you and your boys never did that shit though.
What, trade off with some ugly bitch?
Yeah, no, ugly bitch with like you.
I ain't
fucking
never
the
fucked none of my boys. Well, I don't know where you're going with this.
she don't
I ain't
have to
never
be
fucked none of my boys. Listen, no homo. Pause. I ain't never fucked none of my boys.
Yo.
You could go down that
Yo,
road by
you're
yourself,
funny as
son.
hell. I meant like if
No, it's
you're
like
fucking
tag teaming. You
Yeah,
know? It's
if
like
you're
all the
fucking a
lights are
bitch
off, you
and
went
I'm
to the
hiding in the
bathroom quick,
closet,
tag him in.
or if I'm
Make sure
hiding
you
in the
get the
closet while
ropes.
you fucking her, and
That's
then
even worse.
and then you say, hold on, let me drink this water. Then I'll slide it like, oh, she don't know.
I'm definitely not having sex with any guy in the room in the dark. That's out of control. What if you got soft hands?
What if you got soft hands? Well,
Why the fuck are you
you better
touching
find
his
someone with
hands?
soft hands
Because
too.
what if you start touching me by accident, and I'm like, oh, those hands are nice and soft, and then I realize, oh shit, it's Q. All you do is type all day.
You're funny as hell.
Rough ass hands.
Hell,
No,
you're
you're supposed
funny
to
as
wait
hell.
for him to tag you and not her, you know?
I'm not playing any of those silly games. That's just dangerous.
Well, that shit we used to do when we were younger. We would trade off, like yo, you got that bitch. I want to fuck her too.
It happened yesterday. Don't let him fool you. This isn't
It
a
never
younger
happened
thing.
yesterday.
You gotta be in some type of shape too to handle all the workload.
Oh, I'm in shape for that part. I mean, listen, that's fine. It's
And the
just
person that's hiding needs to be jogging too. So when you tag in, like you gotta be ready. You gotta be
Are you
ready. You gotta
warmed
give
up?
him. Yeah, you gotta be warmed up already. You know.
I have a feel. I wish Brian was here for this. I think that's all they do all
No,
day.
we can't have a conversation like this with Brian.
That's
Brian
all they
here.
do. They just trade off all day. It's
No,
all big
because
room of
if
sexiness.
Brian,
keep the
if
light on
Brian
to do
was
that
here,
shit.
if Brian was here, the whole conversation would have went left. It would have went all the way left. It would have been about bridging. You understand what I'm saying? Docking, whatever the fuck
Docking?
it's
You
called.
say Bridget?
Whatever it's called.
Like
Docking.
bridging.
Whatever the fuck it's called.
That's another
The
name?
conversation would have
Alright.
turned to docking, and it would have been like, what the fuck? Why are you pointing two pistols at each other? What the fuck is going on?
That's bridging.
In other news, May 4th, we're going on a field trip. Q, you and I.
We're going to go see Views in the Bottle, right?
You-
They're not called that anymore, are they?
Who's that?
That's what I'm talking about. We'll come up the
Uptown-
street and on the
in,
show.
in other news, Uptown is popping tonight.
In other news, this is a live show. Thank you for interrupting. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for calling back.
Right?
You know there's a button on the side of the phone. It's
is.
silent. I know you're not used to that because your phone doesn't ring very often, but just saying. Anyway, May 4th, Friday night. Friday night, May 4th, Views
In the bottle.
from the bottle. From the bottle.
Not in the bottle. Because you can't view it while it's in the bottle, right?
I have no idea.
Unless
Where
it's a
it's
see-through
on the
bottle.
bottle.
Why are you viewing it
RJ?
on the bottle,
What's
though?
his name? RJ?
He's
Not
gay,
thinking
too.
like us.
And
man.
what's her name? Aaliyah?
Lily.
Aaliyah?
They're not on the same wave.
Right?
Lily.
Aaliyah with something?
Lily.
No, it's not Lily. Is it Aaliyah?
Leah.
But she says it Aaliyah, but she says it spelled differently.
She says Lily.
That's what she says. And RJ?
Yes, it RJ.
And we're on their show.
And it's views on the bottle, views
Remember we were
from
there
the
last
bottle.
time we were there? We took over the whole show.
Yeah, it was a good show.
It was our show.
Yeah, it was you in the office on Wednesday or Tuesday, whatever
On
day
Friday.
it was.
It's a Friday, not on Monday.
You in the office on Friday.
Do you know what days are days of the week?
All the
Do you
days,
know the days go Monday, Tuesday,
all the
Wednesday,
days
Thursday?
typically
No, you
seem
just
like
got out of
one
jail
day.
every day is like
Exactly.
That's what I'm
you know?
curious. It's like one big. Did you see that video on Facebook about that guy that says time doesn't exist? Did you see that guy? There's a video of some weird dude who's bald, and he was like in the next room, like you'll be there tomorrow, but it's really today, and it's just another part of you. So yesterday didn't really happen because it's happening now. And I'm like watching.
Well,
going,
Terrence Howard basically said the same
What?
thing in Get Rich or Die Trying.
wasn't he in that movie?
What's happening?
Get Rich or Die Trying. Yeah. I just said
Wasn't he in
that.
another movie? I think I like that guy.
He was in a lot of movies.
Wasn't he in Crash?
Who?
Yeah, he wasn't Crash.
I like Crash. Crash was a good movie.
It was a good movie.
Crash was an eye opener. I like Crash.
It was an eye opener. It
For
made
people like
you
me,
think.
that was a big eye opener.
now you just confused me.
What do you mean, people?
Yeah.
People like you?
Older white people.
Okay, I got
Sure,
you.
let's
I got
let's
you.
let's stick with that.
Yeah, it opened up a whole thing
Yeah.
that we never
MAGA.
thought existed. I remember. I
MAGA.
mean, we live our whole lives in a
You know?
small town. You grew up in
MAGA.
Jackson. You know what's going on outside of Jackson. You live in Jackson.
You're not from Jackson,
If you were from Jackson,
No,
you
no,
grew
no.
up
He
in
knows the Jackson.
so
In
why bring up Jackson?
From
A
Jackson.
whole other world.
That's just what y'all call all black people, Jackson.
That's
when I
like
first started
open
working with
period.
you,
Jackson.
when I
to the
first
front.
started working with you, all y'all called me Jackson, and I'm like, why
I
the fuck
called
do they keep
everyone
calling me
Jackson.
Jackson?
You know how to moonwalk.
Good job, Paco. Where's your microphone? That was good. I like
Moonwalking through the click. Yeah, you gave me the microphone.
You gave me the microphone. I want it. It's mine.
I wanted it.
Anyway, so what's shaking, gangster?
We never figured out how was next week. Next week was good. He dropped
No,
the
that was
song.
pretty much
Oh,
it.
yes,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So
He
how
did
was
well.
your week, Chris?
He's happy.
How
How's
was your
Paco's
week?
week?
Paco's don't got a mic, but Paco, how was your week?
Full of violence and incarcerations and drunken.
I've been there, bro.
And
Typical
you,
Spanish day of life of a guy.
per fanboy.
And you
He
ring the
lives
bell.
in Birthday boy. He knows what the life is. That's the life of the camera king. On the streets, making videos, right? Beating people up.
Only if you knew. Only if you knew.
No, not at all. Just, I give back to my community as much as I can.
See, I love it. See? And I'll tell you, thanks
Nothing
to
but
people
good
like
deeds.
Paco, we can walk safely down streets because of Paco.
But I can't do much, you know. I'm only
Right?
5'6".
There's a lot of power packed in that 5'6", sir. Listen,
That's what she said.
Q's 7'8". Look
No power.
No power.
at these guns.
You know the shit. You know the as long as you know, Skip. But how was your week, buddy?
My week was fantastic, sir.
What'd you do? What'd it consist of, Chris?
My week was fantastic.
Really?
I mean, you
I
think
want to hear
about
this
it,
shit.
You think about it, like last week was just such an interesting course of events, good stuff. And then that week went by, and then this week went by, and now it's already Thursday. It's amazing. Time just goes by so fast.
Okay. Well, my week was.
How was your week, Q?
My week was. It was 420. Going off the you in the office schedule. The week started on 420.
Every day is 420.
Every day is 420. Facts.
Mm-hmm.
But the week, but how my week was, it started on 420, which was dope for me. Went over there, had a good time. Met
Did
a
you
lot
go to
of
a
good
festival?
people. Yeah.
A food festival, right?
Yes. Everything was weed infused, and it was so amazing.
I wish I went.
I ate meat that day. I ate the jerk meatballs. I ate all that shit.
You what?
I ate meat.
I would
that
never
day.
eat jerk balls. That just sounds so not right. I don't care what's inside of it. Jerk balls.
Yo, these
What's
niggas
wrong
done
with you?
up. Yo, what's wrong with you?
Oh, what's the white stuff in there? Don't worry about it. Just it's cheese.
Enjoy it, all right?
It's cheese.
Don't question me.
Ah, shit. I just
I
realized
took a long
something.
time jerking it, all right?
Look who I'm
Cheese.
talking to.
Yeah, right?
What
Wendy, when's the
been
last
going
time
on
you
with
ever
social
had?
media?
You know what
When's the last time you ever had
understand?
Caribbean food?
The
No.
whole time I love Caribbean food.
So you don't
I
know
was
what
just in the
jerk?
Caribbean.
We'll just walk my
When?
ass out that
Last
conversation.
year I was in
you know?
Aruba.
You were in Aruba, right?
Yeah.
For like
It's the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Like a minute, like an hour.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is you went to a festival that had food
Yeah.
full of marijuana.
Yeah.
Like, how?
But it's not legalized.
Drug
in New
dealers,
Jersey?
well, my point is drug dealers are getting locked up all the time on street corners. How did the cops not realize there's a whole fucking food festival?
It's a whole day going on.
But that's what I mean. Like, to me, if I was a cop, I'd like literally have a bunch of buses on 420. I just line up buses and cops and just walk down the street and lock up everybody. Because you know everyone's high. Lock them all up. You know how much money you bring into that town?
Have you ever driven around on 420? Nobody's outside.
Yeah, right.
Not
He
by
might-
pot sellers.
he might get assassinated tonight.
No, cocaine sellers.
Yeah, right. They're gonna come
If
for
you
you
don't
for
sellers.
saying that.
If you don't see Skip anymore, he got assassinated.
Yeah, there's gonna be a whole bunch of buses following him, right?
Not for
about
marijuana
to lock 'em
sellers.
up.
Marijuana sellers are usually sleeping or eating.
Anyway, piggybacking off of your last comment, so my week progressed, and I had this pen that.
Oh, the pot pen.
Shut the fuck up. I had this pen,
Pot pen.
and I thought I lost it the night of 420 because I was so high. But no, I left it in this guy's car because for some reason we ended up in the car together at 2:00 in the morning that at night. It was
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, there was more to that story.
Some reason we ended up in the car together at 2:00 in the morning, and my pen mysteriously ended up in this car.
Here, look at that. Look at that, Pac. Here. Oh, shit.
Yeah, this
Wow, nice
dickhead.
catch. That was really good.
I'm fucking tied to myself.
That was actually so good. It was borderline inspirational.
This dickhead takes my pen and leaves it on the curb in the middle of the street,
Lifted on the curb.
and the Mexicans took it.
See that?
The Mexicans took
The
it.
Mohicans.
Is that nice? Someone took
We're
it.
supposed to be friends. Do friends do that to other friends?
See that?
Why would you leave that on the street?
And you know what I said?
It was full. I only used it
Yeah,
that one
right.
day.
You see
420.
how much is in
And
there?
that was even worse.
That's like
It was
what?
full.
Would you walk outside your van and put $80 in the ground?
But see, you see the difference though? And I tried to have this conversation with him, and it didn't register. And maybe it will with you. Maybe it'll.
Why? Because he's white?
I was gonna say Drew too, but no.
I'm registered to a lot of things, my friend.
The point was,
Okay. I don't know how I feel about that.
he said we're friends.
This is weird. I know.
He said
This is
we're
getting mad
friends.
weird.
And I said friends don't let friends do illegal things.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
God.
what I said.
Yeah.
My
fuck up.
argument was, I don't want this fucking pen in my truck. I want nothing to do with this. I'm 43 years old with a business and children. I don't want to be involved with this because that's the time I get pulled over and some asshole cop says, hey, what is that on the ground? And I go, I don't fucking know. Oh, that's a pot pen. And I go, yeah, that's my friend. Oh, yeah, sure it is. Next thing you know, I'm fucking going to Jackson in handcuffs.
For a gram?
It's illegal. Doesn't matter what it is. It's still
A
illegal.
gram is not illegal.
We went through this. It's illegal. Marijuana is illegal in New
Illegal.
Jersey.
Illegal.
No matter how you cut it.
illegal.
So again, I mean, I'm not downing you and your extracurricular activities. I don't frankly care. I don't mind about pot. I don't care. Smoke whatever you want. My point was it encroached on my lifestyle and my safety. That's why I left it behind.
Phil Murphy said that it's going to be legal by the end of this year.
And when Phil Murphy makes it legal, then I'll have no problem carting around your pens. Fair enough, right?
We live close enough in vicinity to
Well,
each other.
then.
We get into contact with each other pretty easily enough where you should have been able to say, hey, look, I had to take this out of the car. I didn't leave it in the middle of the street or throw away your money. But I got it for you, tucked away in a safe place.
Yeah, but then you'd have to take an Uber all the way down to Atlantic Highlands. It'd cost you $40 there. And
Why the
$40
fuck would it
back.
be in Atlantic Highlands?
'Cause that's where it was. That's where the van was.
Because he
the
went to
fuck?
the post office and mailed
That's
it over
where it
there,
ended up.
and that's just where you got to pick it up.
It makes no sense at all.
That's where I drove to. That's
So-
where I found it.
You couldn't put it in the bottom of your bag till you got home and said, look, it's in the safe place.
But
You
see, that
fucking
goes
asshole.
back to why would I put? They have dogs that smell that shit.
They won't smell this shit.
How do you know?
It doesn't smell like
Because
anything.
it's Cryptocotta Cadillac, aight?
But I mean, are you a cop
It's called
dog?
Def.
See, to me, a good friend would just say, you know what, Chris? I understand your freedom and I appreciate it, and I'm okay. I'm sorry that I left my stuff.
In this same token, he has this card that he pulls out every time he gets pulled over because his dad's a cop. They don't fuck with him at all, ever in life.
His
We-
dad is the cop.
He got
that pulled
pulled
him
over with illegal. Hold up.
No,
hold
I'm
up.
kidding.
He's talking about running around with illegal fucking substances. He rides with illegal Mexicans every fucking day.
Illegal people.
Illegal people
And
every
he's worried
day.
about the pot.
Yeah, he worried about the pot.
Yeah. Because you know why?
Yeah.
Because you know why? Because township cops don't give a fuck about illegal immigrants.
He's gonna walk
That's
up.
an ICE problem.
Do
They don't
you
care about
six
that.
have your? Wait a minute. Is that a
he
weed
had
pen?
an illegal Mexican sitting on an actual chair in
On
the
a
middle,
chair.
in the middle of the van, and the cop said, "Are you wearing your belt?" And then he like,
And he
Hey.
showed him the belt.
he showed him actually his belt, cause I'm like, yo,
Cop said, "What's with the guy on the
Yeah.
bucket?" And I said, "Officer, with all due respect, he's sitting on a chair." He goes, "Oh, he's sitting on a chair?" Yeah, he is. He goes, "Where's his belt?" I said, "Carlos, show him your belt." And Carlos went like this. And the cop said, "What are you, a wise ass?" I said, "Officer, you asked the question. I'm just answering the man. I mean, the man's wearing a belt, and he ain't sitting
Not
on
at
a
all,
bucket.
right?
I would have done the same.
Come
Yeah.
on over, Mr. Drew. It's time to."
in that same token though, he's scared to ride around with a pen.
But I just told you what it was.
You could have put a cap on it, and they would have never even knew that it wasn't the actual writing pen.
But I think, you know what I think the real issue is with this? You know what I think we're really forgetting about this? The real issue is?
I don't even want to talk about it no more.
It was your pen. Why
Friends.
would you blame anyone else for your misadventure?
How many of
Think
them
about
out
it.
there?
I left it in the
Friends.
friends. Exactly. I left it in the friends.
Real
car.
friends. How many of us?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, you're peer pressuring me to do
How
something
many of 'em?
illegal.
How many?
see?
of
I
us?
didn't make you
Real
smoke
friends.
it, nigga.
That's probably less illegal than carrying it. 2 grams probably get me on distribution.
It's not even 2 grams.
Whatever, with your gram and a half. That's probably a lot of weight.
Not
for
even a gram and a
somebody.
half. It's a half a gram. My
And it's in a
nigga.
pen. Do they weigh the pen? You know how they fucked the guys with LSD? Remember that story?
Wait,
what?
what?
Fucking guys with what?
With or for LSD?
Are we what?
If you ever paid attention to
I have a-
laws,
I have a crazy LSD
they
story,
would
though.
say that if you get in trouble with LSD, you get in trouble with the weight of the paper. So they arrest you based on the weight of the paper. So even though the LSD on the paper might be minute in scale, they're charging you. That's why guys that sell LSD go to jail for like 30 years because they're caught with an enormous amount of
Anybody
weight.
have any like cranberry juice?
I got crayon apple, nigga.
Ooh, he's even better.
Get out. Get
yeah.
out.
Yes.
Get out.
And the show goes down the drain.
Anyway, can you? Oh shit.
Yeah, we can.
No, I just had a cranberry. I gotta drive, unfortunately.
Oh, you're not drinking and driving?
I'm a firm advocate of not drinking and driving.
Same.
No. How's your feeling on driving around marijuana pens?
I mean, I've driven around with many a marijuana pen. I'll be completely honest with you.
With many.
I've driven around many a marijuana pen.
It's
But do you see where we're getting at?
No, I don't think. Really? You get what he getting at?
I can see it, but the thing about it is, I'll say this: like for me, like my worry would be like this. Like I'd be like this: you have a marijuana pen, and you said you have illegals in your car.
Well, not at the same time. No.
Oh, okay, because
Sometimes at the same time.
Well-
that's how Juan got my first one.
yeah. So I mean, at that point in time, I would have been worried on both ends
Still
because it would have been
uses
like,
it.
here's your pen. Oh, and you got these illegal motherfuckers in here.
But that's
Someone called Donald.
You could have your pen back.
Someone called Donald.
We don't care about this pen right
Here's
now.
your pen.
We're gonna take them with us.
that's
though.
what I'm saying though. But see, township cops don't care about that. That's the difference. Local cops don't care about it.
Township cops don't care about this shit either. They most of their kids
Probably
do
don't
it.
care because they're like they probably wouldn't actually know. Now I think about it, they probably wouldn't care about that because they need somebody to pick those strawberries, and that's kind of like they're not gonna pick those strawberries themselves. So
Exactly.
they're not. They're like as long as my strawberries aren't $15, which is really fucked.
I'm not
up.
really sure what strawberries you're talking about right
The
now.
ones that get picked, they're not picking them.
We're talking about the use of illegal immigration
Yes.
for the service industry.
All right,
Agricultural,
everybody.
To buy stuff, make stuff.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't even fuck with them. They would fuck with
I
the
would have
pen.
given you
They would
water.
fuck with
Drew.
I don't think they
would've
would
given
fuck
you
with
water, but
I'm
no
a
one brought
big-
water
I'm
up.
a big cranberry advocate. Cranberry mix.
Do you like lemon in your cranberry?
I like anything in my cranberry.
Okay.
Anything delicious and refreshing.
Okay.
In my cranberry.
So you never have urinary tract infections.
I
ever.
know. I work at a hospital, and like, I mean, I obviously, but like also too, like they have cranberry juice at the hospital, and I'm sipping cranberry juice like every day.
But see, those they got sun cups, right? No?
I work at the last privately owned hospital in like
Gotcha.
New Jersey, so it's like kind
Ever.
of like
They got 100% juice type shit.
special.
I got you.
Special last name.
The last 100% owned
It's
hospital.
the
Aren't they
last
all?
privately owned hospital. Central State. Yeah.
No kidding. They're not affiliated with Robert
They're
Wood
not
yet?
affiliated with. I mean,
But all the
they're-
doctors there are.
Yeah, like they obviously like the patients can like travel around and stuff like that. They can go to Robert Wood and they can go to Princeton and all that kind of stuff, or Meridian or whatever it is. But like they're like we're
They're holding out for the big money.
Well, it's funny. It's like I work there. My father works there. My brother-in-law, who I rap with and sing with, works there. And pretty soon my brother's gonna work there. So it's like all the guys in the family all work at Central State.
No shit.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. We never see each other. Actually, me and Miles see each other all the time, and we call each other
Miles
dirty
works there?
motherfucker. Yeah.
Called you a dirty motherfucker.
What he does is he talks to me through
dirty
other
motherfucker.
transporters. So like I'll come in, the other transporters would be like, "Hey, so there was this Negro on the no I'm kidding. So there was this nigga. No,
Get out!
he's like, he wanted to tell me that you suck ass, and I'm just like, well, tell him he's a piece of shit. And they're like, okay, we'll do. And then they tell him he's a piece of shit. It's a running gag now.
It's like a long game of telephone, you know?
It is.
How old are you, Drew?
I am 23.
And how long have you been rapping?
I have.
Is he even rapping?
Well, okay, so
Is he an
like,
artist?
Yeah, how do you classify this?
Okay, so the way that I kind of see it is like I am definitely there's a difference between an artist, a singer, a rapper,
And a porn star,
and a
ladies.
porn star. Definitely a porn star. Definitely a porn star.
There's differences.
You know, my mom, she goes to porn conventions actually, so like she actually has dinner with porn stars.
the last one in Edison?
That's kind of interesting. I mean, like she's like, we had dinner with them, and they was so great. And they were awesome. And the husband, he makes movies too.
Is she a contraceptive saleswoman?
She's like, I have like my girlfriend and like people will come by. And she'll be like, oh my gosh, I have butt plugs. Do you need them? And I'm just like, Mom, like put the butt plug away.
Can I ask, what does your mother do? Does she sell latex products?
No, she's just very, she's a big advocate of people,
That enjoys you.
having
Being sexual.
freedom in their sex life. She
Respect.
She's
yeah,
very
that's what she wants to
comfortable.
do. My parents are very liberal, very liberal.
No
very,
kidding.
Very nice, very, very like, you know what?
I've
He's-
met your
he's
parents. They are nice.
conservative.
Very, very nice people.
Yeah, they're very. Yeah, he has
Very,
met them
very
before.
nice
It was
people.
funny because he felt like I feel like they asked him like a question. We won't reveal what the question is out of the professionalism of my parents, but they asked him a question and he seemed like he was like, I don't know if I should answer this question. And my mom
Yeah,
was
I was
like,
like, I don't know.
motherfucker, and he was like, okay, I can answer that question now.
All right, I'm going to answer it.
He's like, I'm not answering. He was like, oh, you said motherfucker. I'm a new guest. Oh, that means I'm in. I can do this now. Okay, great. Yeah.
Where are your parents from?
My mother grew up in Jackson, where I'm originally from. I actually grew up in the same house that she grew up in. which
Okay.
is kinda
Oh, wow.
cool, yeah.
Yeah,
My
that's
grandmother
cool.
owned the house for like 45 years and just sold it and moved to Old Bridge. So I grew up in that house. My dad is from Lakewood, but both my parents are products of divorce. And my dad had the opportunity to live in Atlanta. Unfortunately, though, he also lived in Atlanta during the Atlanta child murders. So he lived in the projects when he lived in Atlanta, and then he came back to Lakewood and went to Lakewood, and they're both good kids and everything. They were high school sweethearts. So like
That's
they
cute.
kind of like knew each other since they were like. My grandmother taught at Georgian Court, and she taught at Lakewood High School.
Oh, no
So
shit.
she actually knew my dad ahead of time, knew of him and everything. And then my grandfather was the first African American administrator of Ocean County College.
When did
No
you
shit.
start rapping though?
So
Or they don't even consider you a rapper.
You're
They consider
well,
you a
because
singer.
my I feel like my coming into music is a little bit different than I feel like most like rappers and stuff now. Like I was doing like gospel obviously when I was like a kid, and
Okay.
then I was doing like jazz and blues. I was part of the Red Bank Jazz and Blues Foundation when I was like from like the time that I was like maybe like 8 to like 12. So like I was on like their main. That was like a sponsored group by CD 101.9. If you remember CD.
I remember CD 101.9.
Smooth
Yeah.
Jazz,
Smooth Jazz. That was a good
CD
station.
101.9, like that kind of thing. And they used to sponsor like festivals like all over
Actually
New
run
Jersey.
that back. That was good.
So I used to do this, open up the festival with this at the Star Spangled Banner on their biggest stage ever
Yeah.
at like 8 years old. And then I had done a couple weddings, and I had done some, stuff here and there. I, got into high school, wanted to do more like filmmaking stuff. So I kind of, that's where I kind of, my approach to my music is a little different, because where I feel like a lot of people promote their music, like I want to make a cinematic experience for people when it comes to
exactly.
the music that I make. Everybody says, oh, this is a movie, but like literally, like I like movies are big.
Who are you influenced by?
So my one influence will not be named because of a troublesome week. Well, I guess not to him troublesome.
Hey, Kanye.
Listen, I can
Guy
separate.
wears a hat, now he's a bad guy.
Listen, I'm not saying he's a
First
bad
of all,
guy.
people been thought he was a bad guy. I always liked him, but people always thought he was a bad guy.
Well, like
There
my
we are,
thing
right
is,
there. Look, there we
my
are.
thing is, yeah.
Oh
that's
my god.
that's me and Skip.
my god!
It's like Kid and Play right
Oh my
there.
God.
Remember
Yeah.
Oh my god!
House party.
You know
What's
they're
wrong with that?
it's funny, they're both Gemini, so it kind of makes sense that like they're both, that, right? Like they're both born in June.
that? See, what's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that. They just like my funny thing about the whole thing is like I could give a fuck about what Kanye's personal life is. Let me be completely honest with you, because I don't feed into that.
Because
Bullshit.
it ain't you.
I don't feed into
And
that
you
bullshit.
shouldn't
and that
care about
nonsense.
anybody else's
Like,
life.
well, like here's my thing. It's just so funny because it's like I feel like. I actually put this on Twitter. I don't know if you can get tweets up. Can you go to my
No, we
Twitter?
can't
You
get it
Oh,
up.
that's so unfortunate.
Nice try though.
But
I mean, if you pull
I
out
was
your
trying
phone
to.
and show it to the
Yes.
camera.
So like I was on Twitter. I'm gonna read you my Twitter because, well, I was on my. Well, yes. So Chance the Rapper, he makes a valid point. I dated a girl who was black and her parents were not Democrats.
Did you?
Yes, I did. She grew up in Colts Neck.
That's
We
why.
used to have.
Look where she is.
But we used to have
In
weed pens in the
Colts Neck.
car, and nobody threw them out on the side of the car.
Exactly.
Yeah. I was
I
like,
realized that was $80.
I was like, if I want that ass, I'm gonna make sure I don't waste her cash. You know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna say. So,
I don't want his ass. See, the
no,
whole
you don't
play
want
was
his ass.
different, see?
But like, yeah, but like, I tweeted. I'll read my tweet word for word, so it's presidential. Yes. Okay. Make America yes. Okay. So I said this. You are adding fuel to the fire when you repost, retweet, screenshot, tag, or even tweet his name. On a hindsight, he wins. This is how someone like Trump gets elected. He says crazy stuff and you don't like it, but then you repost it and you retweet it, and then someone else might see it and go, oh, that inspires them. And that's how someone gains traction. Like, I went to school, when I went to high school, I was in AP Government and Politics. And obviously you learn about like government and how your government functions, but at the same time, like I learned about sort of that politics is a game of winning and losing. And the biggest format right now, we're in a social media age. Like Donald Trump used the same tactics as somebody like a Bad Baby, what's her name, or whatever it is, like those people that do like viral
Catch Me
videos.
Outside
and
Girl.
stuff.
Outside Girl.
Most of his stuff was promoted by people going on social media and laughing, or people saying, "Yo, Trump's crazy." You know what I mean? Just by saying their name, they're winning because that's a promotional tool. They're using you as a promotional tool.
Yeah.
So when you screenshot something, even if you don't like it, the best part I think right now is that if you don't like it, you need to just, at this point in time, you need to ignore it on social media. But then when it comes to a situation where you have the ability to educate somebody face to face and talk to them, educate them. Even if you can't convince them to change
face
them.
to face.
That's why somebody said that trolling is becoming a new form of promotion or marketing.
Yeah.
Because you get people to hate you, and then I don't know, you win.
I mean, even Kanye said it. He said it in, what's that? Here's a rap verse in a
It's either to
Snoop
get people
Dogg
to
song.
hate you than it is to
Yeah,
get people to like
he
you.
said, because they love you, then they hate you, then they love you again. Get away from me, misery. I remember like the whole song, but it's eyes closed, if I'm not mistaken. But like my biggest thing was like
People hate
this.
you
It's
that
like,
much, they gotta know your name at least to
yeah.
hate you.
Well, but like what's funny is that like with Kanye doing what he's doing, like he knows that that's his bet. He's putting out an album in June. Come on now. He deleted his Twitter. He brought his Twitter back before he was going to announce all the shit that he was working on. This is all an attention point so that you keep talking about Kanye West. And when you keep talking about Kanye West, remember, people remember you more for the bad things you do than they remember you for the good things you do. Because, especially if you are black in America.
Yeah, because niggas be ignoring R. Kelly whole artistry and just be like, that nigga was fucking kids and pissing on babies. I'm like, no, he wasn't.
He was.
He was, though.
He didn't piss on no babies, though.
Listen, it's like the Bill Cosby
be
thing.
flipping it. He
It's
didn't piss on nobody, kids.
It's like the Bill
Okay,
Cosby
bro.
thing. Like today, Bill Cosby has been convicted of the stuff that he's done, as he rightly
I
should.
thought he was acquitted.
No, he was
He was
convicted.
retried again.
He was retried?
Yeah, he was.
Was I locked up when that happened?
You probably were. Yeah, I didn't know you were locked up, but
You
I'm
missed the
assuming
deliberations,
you missed the
right.
whole part. We had a whole thing about it. All the black people got together. We talked about it. We were like, "Are we trading Bill Cosby off?" Yes, we are.
OJ did it.
Yes. Like it's just gotten to the point where it's just like we're like I will
OJ back.
and listen,
We'll take
I will
that.
let everybody know something right now. Going back to Kanye, I will listen to that 7-song project. I will do it. I
Of
will
course.
listen to it because
Yeah.
Why wouldn't
I
you?
appreciate the art. I will probably
See,
I
I
will not be a person that will
But, see,
allow
but
him
why?
to
But
like
why
promote
wouldn't
it.
you
And I
listen
will
to
go
it,
to
though?
his concert.
I
But
won't
even,
do
but
wear
that.
even
his
then,
clothes.
but
I
even then,
probably
but why
won't do
not?
that.
But why
No,
not
I
go to
wouldn't.
his concert? And that's the part that this is the part that I'm not understanding. And honestly, I'll say this is part of where I think a lot of issues social that we have. You know, here you have someone who, as soon as their opinion differs than yours, instead of embracing them and maybe saying, "Wow, maybe the man has a point." Right away, the man's now chastised in his own community.
Well, my issue is
Like,
this,
no wonder
it's
why
like,
black people don't get ahead. Because
but-
as soon as someone gets
but-
ahead, you fucking hate on
but
them.
that's
facts.
not. But that's
That's facts.
No, that's
though.
exactly
It
what
is.
happened.
But what's crazy is the fact too is like the thing that I just have an issue with is like he has said this before. So
Who, Kanye? Or?
yeah, he did.
Yeah,
there's
when
a whole
they
picture
first
of
took
him
picture- yeah, when they
with
first took
Donald
picture- yeah,
Trump when
fact.
he was elected.
Yeah,
when
we
he
actually
was
talked about it
elected.
on the show.
There's
video,
a
yeah.
whole video of it. There's a picture. The nigga had blonde hair.
And
Like
he
he
was like,
asked
"I'm not
Frank how to
answering
do his
questions,
hair.
I'm just taking
Like it
pictures."
was a whole thing. And like for me, I was like, all right, well, if he is a Donald Trump supporter, then like that nigga's canceled on anything that has to do with his personal life. I don't watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I don't do any of that. You know what I mean? I just don't. But like, I don't really like to get into like artists' personal lives. I just feel like people get so involved in like an artist's personal life. And then, of course, like we have social media, so we have this powerful tool that as people, we have the ability to destroy, or as we believe, we have the ability to destroy these big people and these big companies and all that kind of stuff. Like, remember when, who was it? That company that they make like hair products for like black people or something.
The Glow.
Yeah, they
from,
made they made
what's it
something,
called?
but like
Soul Glow. Some
yeah,
shit like
but
that?
not that's coming to America.
Just
let your soul go. So good. Nah, but like remember
So
like
good.
but remember like that company did something and like they had an advertisement campaign or something like that. And I remember like in the advertisement campaign, they decided, "Oh, we're going to feature a bunch of white people in it." And everybody got mad about the fact they were like, "Black people buy the majority of your products. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that?" And I was like, and you know, they were like, "Well, if we stop buying the products, you know what I mean? That will hurt the sales of that company, and that will make you know everybody think that oh, we are your reason to bring it on."
People would never band together enough to stop the production of one product.
I don't
There
even-
will never be a million people to stop wearing Jordans to say fuck all that. Feel
Oh,
me?
yeah.
It'd never
But what's
happen.
even worse is
Niggas can't even get together and do that shit in jail for
Niggas-
them dumbass
people-
trades they be
people
trying to
in
give
general,
niggas.
my
But
issue-
we ain't gonna even talk about that.
Yeah,
though.
my issue is this. My issue is
Can't
this.
even talk about that.
People don't get upset about things until it all of a
Relates
sudden,
to them.
Well, not only that, but all of a sudden it blows up in your face. Because I guess everybody forgot that Kanye said beforehand, if he said he was a Donald Trump supporter, which I'm pretty sure he did, that everybody forgot that he had said that he was a Trump supporter. But then he brought his Twitter back, and everybody was like, "Ooh, like I'm gonna follow him back on Twitter again."
Oh,
I'm
he's
finding
dropping
why
a 7-song
forgot. He's
project.
like a Kardashian at this point. That's why they was calling him Kanye Kardashian, because as much as people hate them, they love them.
Yeah, I agree.
Honestly,
But that goes back to what I said, though. But why does why are we judging someone on their political affiliation?
That's facts, though.
We all sound so immature sitting
For their
here
entire
talking.
life,
No,
too,
that's
right?
No, because
That's right.
everyone right now, this whole conversation is so immature because I'm not going to buy an artist's record. I'm not going to go to their concert because they like Trump. I mean, this whole conversation blows my mind. Black unemployment is at its historic low right now. Chicago is still getting shot up, and Obama was there for 8 years.
Well,
I'm using all the talking points, of course,
yeah,
that we
Kanye
all
said.
do.
Well, what's funny is that like somebody tweeted, and I actually did the research. I'm trying to find out who it is. I love how I keep on going to like my Twitter, but people don't realize the fact a lot that Obama like there is a program that like he did made to try to like help like young African Americans in Chicago. It was taken away by Trump, you know, in like one of the
Facts.
But see,
very
I guess
early
my-
days of his
I guess my
presidency.
point is, as an older guy, I wasn't fond of Obama's presidency. Now, I can sit back with you at another time and talk about
Oh, yeah.
policies that I didn't like about him. But even on the show, I don't talk bad about him.
Well-
because I think he did a pretty good job. He was the first black
in the
president.
early episodes, you talked bad about him. Toward the show, getting more and more, you mellowed out a little bit.
Listen,
you used to like.
The first thing I
you
want
know?
to say is this, as just in the Obama sense, he's technically not the first black president. He's the first interracial president of the United States. You know, he's the man who was brought up by a white mother. You know, he was helped out. They were helped out by her.
In a generation of Drake, they like here.
Yeah,
we go give y'all another Drake.
Let's see if this slides real quick.
The symbol of Obama to me is just the fact that it's like, I will say that as a black person, as a person of color, I never thought there was a possibility that I could ever be president of the United States until that happened. And that's a big deal. And I think that's why there's a lot of backlash.
But you still throw shade at him, though.
I mean, but here's the thing.
You see what I'm saying? But that's my point.
Well, the thing about it is people throw shade at people when if it's like fun to do. I'll do. Listen, I do.
Trolling.
Like, when I'm at work, or when I'm like out with friends or whatever it is, and I want to make sure that somebody's comfortable with like who I am. Like, I use humor, and like one of the things I'll do is I'll do impressions. Like, I'll just do Obama or I'll do Trump, my best Trump impression that I can possibly do. But, like, I'll do it, and I'll just be like, oh, we're having fun, whatever. Like, screw it, fuck it, whatever. Like, it's fun. But like at the same time, like I guess it's like there's sort of like a bigger presence to the idea of Obama being president. Every president has good things they do, and every president has bad things they do.
Being as though Obama is interracial, in a racial draft, would you take him or not?
Oh,
hell yeah. Exactly.
The nigga came out in a tan suit. Everybody got mad. I was like, nigga was like, he was like, I don't care. And then I love when he went to that one thing and he was like, listen, folks want to pop off.
Would you?
He was like,
Would you
let them know?
Would you take fucking?
Invite him to my edifice.
Would you take Kanye?
Would I take Kanye?
Yeah, 'cause everybody's right now apparently trying to give him away. Would you take him?
We gave him away a long time ago.
Nah, we didn't really give him away. I mean, shit.
I don't remember him ever going away.
I don't remember him. I fuck with him.
He never left.
I still fuck with
him.
I still fuck with Skip. I'm just as bad.
Listen,
he's racist, and I still fuck with him, so I'm just as bad as fucking Kanye. I am very racist.
That's the problem. Everyone's racist.
I don't think everybody's racist. I think what it is that
we are all racist.
we are, but I mean we are. Well, here's my thing. Here's what I'll say. I was having a conversation with somebody. I was like, how do we normalize things to be comfortable with them, right? And what we do is that we use stereotypes to make us comfortable with things. We make fun of things. That's one of the way that we accept things. Because, that's why everybody's like mad at comedians right now, because they're like saying things about people that are.
We have a friend who only likes white girls because he likes the contrast when he's fucking a white girl.
That has nothing to do with it.
That's the only reason he likes white girls.
He probably sees having sex with a white.
Dion.
What's wrong with that?
Listen, there's nothing wrong with you like white women, but like
women of color
most of the time, like listen, I grew up in Jackson. All we had was white women. All we had was white women when I lived in Jackson.
But see, that's why it's different for you.
Roast beef? What?
See, most of the people I grew up around, they never had a black.
I'm just white man blinking right now. What?
Like, white man blinking.
You know, I think they get.
Watch the hand when you do that, because now you're doing a Brian. Never open your mouth with your hand over your head, ever.
Let's try to get that imaginary salt.
Don't ever do that, ever. That's just wrong on all accounts.
Shake weight, right?
No.
Shake weight.
No.
He's giving it one last hoorah.
I like how your friend over there had both hands up, like.
That's
we know where we're going out later. No disrespect. I need about 3 fingers, and you got me covered. Don't worry.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
I'm an Irish white guy.
I'm Irish. I'm Irish too.
You know?
I'm Irish too.
You got 3 fingers?
So
you got
he
2
said
hands?
you
No,
don't need
the
two
slave master was
hands.
just dipping in the
Two
slave
hands.
sauce.
Got
But
it.
like, you know what I mean? It's a historical thing.
Tell that to Mel Gibson.
Oh God.
Why would you do?
Listen,
Didn't he play a Irish warrior in Scotland?
yes, Braveheart.
Braveheart.
They can take our land, but they can't take our freedom.
Yeah. That
I didn't know
shit.
he was Chinese in that movie. You want the pork fried rice? 2 egg roll.
What a great movie, right?
So Drew,
Yeah.
Skip's dad wants to know if you're running for office or promoting your talent.
I think that as a person who has talent, if you have the ability to talk to people, you have to realize you have a responsibility. And part of having a responsibility is, making sure that you say things and you talk about things that are responsible. And I think that.
Getting to your music,
Mhm.
what is it? Vices.
It's my EP is Vices.
Vices.
Yes.
Tough.
Thank you.
Tough.
Thank you.
Beautiful, actually.
Yes.
And if
very
you ain't
beautiful.
fucking to it,
Does
you ain't
it-
doing it right.
Doesn't Nick
You ain't
produce for you?
listening to it right.
Nick, on the new project that's coming out towards the end of the year, beginning of next year,
What is it gonna be called?
It's going to be called Irresponsible.
Irresponsible.
Yes, right now the title is Irresponsible.
Are you gonna be on that album?
What?
Are you saying
pretty
he's
irresponsible.
Yeah.
Oh, wow! I just got that.
You did leave your weed pen in my truck, and that's pretty irresponsible.
It was 420.
And he also
Oh
put
my
it
God!
outside on
Oh
the
my
curb
God!
too. which is
The
pretty
weather
irresponsible.
today was so nice, wasn't it? It's so
Right.
nice. It was so nice.
I
the
don't
weather.
understand why I'm catching so much shade.
It's
It was
so
so nice today. And I'm catching so much shade.
I was trying to steer away
It's
from
his
it. I was just
album.
trying to get away.
I put it back on.
So I want to know about this
album.
Asbury Park Music Awards.
Oh God!
There's
yeah.
little details about that.
Okay, so we made history this year, being the first really true hip hop R&B group.
That was them there, right?
Yes, this was the Asbury Park Music Awards. They were on April 12th. There was a huge controversy around it, actually, it was actually pretty. I mean, locally, it was a pretty big controversy. The Asbury Park Press made an article about it. The Asbury Park, if you don't know, I love Asbury Park. But it's a great
A lot of
place.
white people love Asbury Park too.
There is, and listen. I mean, I beyond.
I know a lot of drug dealers from Asbury Park though.
Yeah.
It's been gentrified.
It's,
now.
yes,
It's
it
going
has.
through-
It has been gentrified. I mean, a lot of people that make music in Asbury Park have said that before. But we saw the opportunity of being able to perform in Asbury Park as opening sort of a gateway to help artists stray away from the pay-to-play phenomenon that was kind of happening in New Jersey.
Yes,
you know,
we talk about that a lot on the show.
I mean, if you don't know, there are promoters out here that, they're booking these shows with these big talent, and they're asking you to perform at that show, and they're making you pay somewhere between $150 to
but
$350.
honestly, that's reasonable.
It's reasonable, yes, but the thing is this:
For
they
the
only
big names?
perform for 8 minutes, and then the other.
Any exposure
I paid
you
a
got
lot
on
more
the
money for
stage,
less.
exactly.
True.
Any exposure you got on the
True.
stage with
My-
any
Really
big
needs 3
artist
minutes.
is
My-
reasonable.
My
Honestly.
thing was
That's where I was going
yes,
with
I
that.
agree. What happened was, and I'll be the first to say, in the beginning of sort of the start of my original music, R&B career, I had done 2 to 3 pay to play shows.
Yeah.
And
I did a lot of them.
and
I
we
spent
were
a lot of money on them shows.
and my thing was at the time was my thing that was hurting me was not the performing and not the exposure. That was never my issue. My issue was that I also come from a theater background. I had done film stuff, and you have a production schedule, and I had done theater stuff behind the scenes. I'd been on the Count Basie stage. I did a couple plays. I was
So you just didn't like the way
I
it was
didn't
ran?
like the way that it was run, because there was this thing that was going on. People just can't stay on time. Anything.
Well,
that you
see,
do.
that's you, CPT. You know the shit.
Yeah.
You
It's
know
just-
the shit.
It just it just for an instance, I had a situation where I had a friend who was an artist, and he was doing a show, and he was told that he was going to perform at this certain time because he was like, that's great, because there was a special guest. I don't remember who it was. I think it was somebody from Hot 97.
Yeah.
Was at
Gonna
the
be
show.
judging it or what?
They were at the show, and they were gonna watch the
Yeah.
show, and he was supposed to perform at a time that he was supposed to be there. And what ended up happening was he got told in the beginning of the show, hey, you're gonna be moved up, you're started performing at 10:30.
Well, shit like that happens though, because
All
you
the
got a
time.
whole bunch of rappers
Right.
with all different type of
yeah.
celebrity personalities, so they want to show up late or shit
Right.
like that,
And that was
people got to get moved
right.
around.
And that's the thing. But that was the other thing too. There's so there's so many
It happens.
artists on those shows. There's
It
so
happens
many.
a lot.
And we did one at Game Changer World, which, shout out to them letting us do one at Game Changer World. We did one at Game Changer
And
World.
rest
Like
in
closed
peace to
now,
them.
right?
it's closed now, yeah. We did one at Game Changer World. We opened up for PNB Rock, and I remember we were doing. It was me and my homies group. Shout out to Trilogy.
I heard of him.
Yeah, C
was
Truth,
here. Yeah, we had
and
C-Truth.
he was here.
He was here.
And
When I was locked up?
Epifabs and
He was here when I was
here.
here.
yes.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he was here.
You're related to him.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no, I'm fucking with you.
What?
No, we just all look like. But
Got you.
No, not him. He has a lot of melanin. in his skin.
yeah, he's
very dark.
Yes, he is Wesley
He made, a
Snipes
point,
dark.
he made a point of saying
I
that
ask
to
him
us.
about his taxes all the
Night
time I
Shine?
see him. But
He's darker than Night Shine.
oh no, he's dark.
Same.
Nice shine dark.
Night
Yes.
Shine darker.
In the
Same.
summertime, he will be
Hence the
Barney.
name.
How does that make
love you, you love me. Like right. But like he basically like we had done a show out there and for Game Changer World, and we were performing, and all of a sudden, like during our set, like somebody in the audience screamed out, "Where the fuck is PNB Rock?"
Oh shit.
Like, and I was like, and like for me, like I'm a performer, like I was in a performance, and I was like, I completely fell out of my performance because it was just so many people, there was so much going on, it was just crazy. So what we did with my group, the Black Spirit Music Group, is like I said, I did jazz and blues in the beginning, and we just decided that we were gonna try to scale some things back and try to do some things a little bit more for like the art and everything, and try to give people more of an opportunity to perform. So what we do is we give artists the opportunity to perform at shows that have all been sold out for 25, 30, up to an hour to perform in Asbury Park, and at a venue that like has liquor sales, and
So how
all
are
these
you getting-
artists get paid.
But who's coming to the shows? How are you marketing it to bring people in to pay?
Yeah.
To then pay the artist? Like, who's coming in? Because as a customer, it's hard for me to go to a place and spend money for a guy that I don't know or don't trust is going to be good.
It's sort of a mix between like the good thing is like we've now broken into like Asbury Park on a level that allows us to interact with a lot of the big names that are there.
Okay.
And a lot of those people will come out. It's also a matter of also picking the right artist.
Now,
And
are you
also,
down with our friend Bulletproof?
I love everybody. Bulletproof Bell, I like him. He's in
How
he was
about
in
Medi?
Article, too, yeah.
Medi
Yeah.
Carlock.
Yeah, I love them all, and like we haven't had the opportunity to have them on a show. I would love to have
They've
them
been
on
on
a
our
show.
show a couple times.
Yeah, and but we were very much like, if you pick the right artist, right, you can get those results. You don't have to keep prying in like all these different artists.
But see, that's the whole point of those shows, to see who brings the biggest crowd.
Oh, but I mean, listen, we just had our show on Saturday.
Because
right?
whoever brings the biggest crowd,
Right.
that's who the fuck
Yeah.
they want. That's who.
Well,
that's
we
who
had,
they want.
for instance, like shout out to Mike Sav. He was our headliner for the Black River Music Show that we just had on Saturday. 103 people came out to come see Mike Sav. He had
How cool is that?
103 ticket sales, like on a show.
Wow.
This is his first show in 4 years.
That's another way artists make money off the sales of the
yeah,
tickets.
they
You
do.
could
Well, that's how we do
basically-
it. We
yeah,
do
yeah.
our sales off the ticket
tickets,
sales.
yeah, exactly.
But we've developed a relationship with the Saint. It's the venue that we do our shows at. We've developed a relationship with them for
That's
3
down
years.
there too in them. Asbury,
Yes,
right?
it's Asbury Park. It's right on Main Street. It's like in the perfect position because it's right next to the beach, but at the same time, it's very close to where a lot of the Neptune and Asbury like community on the other side of the train
Where a lot
tracks
of people
is.
get
It's like
shot.
right
It's a walk,
after
yeah.
the tracks.
It's like right after the tracks. Wow.
Where a lot of people get shot.
So our biggest thing was
He even said it's right by the tracks.
But he's like,
Whenever there's tracks
where a lot of
involved,
people get shot. Just said it so
whenever there's
nonchalant.
tracks,
I mean,
people get shot.
but
Facts.
sometimes they do though. But like
That's why we go down there, because we as white people, we want to go there and be on the edge. We
He
want to
likes
feel
staying-
like
and
we
by
were in
no.
Africa.
tracks.
By being on the edge, you mean by the water.
Yes.
To like have some oysters or something
Yes.
like that. It's
But
like
we'll go to the Saint because that's just close enough where
Yeah.
it's dangerous.
He's talking about at the edge of the beach to the
like
street
right
in
like
the
on
good
the,
area.
right on the boardwalk. You know.
I had him in Newark with me. He was good. White people don't need that shit, right?
Let's just
White
go to the
people
hood
love
and scream out
oysters.
there
What are you
everywhere.
talking about? Everybody loves oysters. I like oysters. I think they're delicious. But aphrodisiac. But yeah, so we've had this opportunity to we've had this opportunity to do these shows, and doing those shows over and over again gave us the opportunity to perform at the Stone Pony, which is the venue, by the way, that I had emailed in the beginning, and they were like, we don't do hip hop
Look at
shows
me
here.
like that.
We get that a lot.
We don't. They were like, we don't do hip hop shows here.
We
don't
get that
do
a
hip hop
lot.
shows here. And it's not just me. Like, I have to say that all the stuff that we do is a group effort. It's a family business, actually. Really cool. My sister, Rachel Barkley, is a huge organization. She manages all the shows and directs and makes sure that artists get on stage at the time they're supposed to get on, artists get off the stage at the time they get on. She's in charge of making sure that everybody gets to where they go.
Yeah.
My father is a part of it. He helps to organize all the cash, because the venue doesn't, like, they basically divide the cash that they need for the people that work at the venue, but they give us that, and then we give it to the artist, and we oblige by rules. And a lot of times we give people bonuses because we've sold out every show that we've had,
exactly.
which is crazy.
Nice.
So we just have this opportunity to be able to do this and do it right, and we used it. And this year we were asked, you want to do the Asbury Park Music Awards? And we said yes, because it was a way for us to sort of perform in front of all of Asbury Park, close to the beach. There's like 600, 700 people at that venue at the night, and give a piece of our mind and show them that there's a different side of hip hop.
How was it though? How did it feel for doing that for your first time?
Every show that we have with a show that we haven't put together, my boy Miles Nobody, shout out to him.
I never heard of him.
He's a part of True. He's a yeah.
That's what I was. That's what I was expecting.
He's
heard of him.
yeah.
He's nobody.
He actually has a show tomorrow night in Brooklyn. You got to DM us for the address. It's a secret show.
So
It's like
is it a weed event? Is it a weed event?
There's
Weed event.
everything is there.
I like that better. Weed event.
There's liquor. There's the whole thing. It's gonna be crazy. It's like a house party show.
So it's not. See, I like just the private weed event.
Club Envy, right?
Call me for all private weed events.
Bring all
I'm
Club
there.
Envy there?
This is like a private event.
Because the drinks, I'm gonna be asleep somewhere on somebody's couch.
You're not. Trust me. With Miles's music, I'm gonna say this right now. There's like no way you can ever like fall asleep. It's like that kind of music. It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
No, it's because of
got
the liquor.
energy.
While I'm gonna be asleep.
No, trust me. You're gonna be like this. As
running
soon as
around
he starts
punching
rapping,
people.
you're gonna be like this. Oh my gosh! Like, what the fuck?
So it's gonna make me stop being drunk.
Oh, it's gonna make you stop being drunk.
So where do we find you again? Drew Recluse?
You can find me on SoundCloud. You can find me everywhere. Drew the Recluse. You find me everywhere with that. I've organized it that way. I don't have like a crazy name or anything. It's just Drew the
and
Recluse.
he got
Other
music
performances
coming up.
Yeah, we have. I'm gonna be. So tomorrow, like I said, we're gonna be in Brooklyn, and we're gonna be at this great house party, crazy things. There's like 100 people there, like more than that. And we're gonna be there tomorrow. So you got to DM us for the address. If you DM me, I can give you that address.
How about after that?
And then after that, May 4th, I'm gonna have a special appearance during a Miles Nobody show at the Saint. Then I'm gonna be at the Court Tavern in New Brunswick.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, with a full band. We're gonna be there.
Oh, we're gonna come to that show.
Yeah.
And what day is that? May
That's
4th?
gonna be June 1st.
June 1st. I'm
And
down
then
with
June
that.
22nd, we're at the Asbury Ale House. And then July 14th, we're back at the Saint for the next Black Suburbia Music Show.
Okay, cool.
And then after that, there's a couple of like cool surprises that are gonna happen.
Do you have this on your website and stuff?
This is all gonna be up on the
Instagram stuff?
website. Actually, it's all gonna be up on the website this weekend coming up.
Cool.
Because it's just important for us to just kind of do different things and
Cool. I love it.
new features, new things happening. It's gonna be crazy.
We're gonna come out with the show in a minute. I want to introduce Dylan for a hot second. Dylan.
Hey guys.
That's the one, yeah. That's Dylan. Yo, on a real fast plug, check out his album. What's the name of it?
Class Project.
Class Project. It's
Our
on
work is by
SoundCloud.
Chris Reg.
Artwork by Chris Reg.
Chris Reg.
Oh, the fucking conspiracy guy?
Yeah, that guy is my.
Oh, that
that's
fucking
my
guy's
boy.
a nut. Is he really your friend?
Yeah, that's
Holy
what I-
fuck, that guy's
he's from
crazy.
Clifton. He's from Clifton.
I
He's
know
the-
where he's from. He's crazy.
He's the first person that I met. Through
How the
Boston.
fuck crazy
Who
are you?
lives by my area. It's like 20 minutes away. I'm
Clifton?
Like, yeah, that place
I know
is crazy.
people in
Clifton is
Clifton.
crazy.
I know
This
people.
guy,
Yeah.
Chris. Shout out to Chris Reg.
Yeah, Chris Reg is the
If
man.
you want to read a history book, just go to his Facebook thing. Because really, go to his Facebook feed. He doesn't believe anything. Like if someone gets shot, They got shot because the government said to shoot them. Like, no one died in Las Vegas. There's no dead people in Las Vegas. Like,
I mean, I
that was
can't-
all conspiracy. Holy fuck.
I can't tell him what he believes, but he does pretty good artwork. And
Yeah.
he's
Oh, he
a
does
pretty
very good
friend.
artwork
Yeah,
because
yeah.
his mind is crazy.
Yeah, I'm just like I can
That's how his mind works. Just crazy. All right, man, your album's pretty cool, dude.
Thanks.
I
thanks,
sat here the other
Dropped
day.
420, guys.
Yeah.
I sat here the other
day.
day, and I felt I had a really bad
be
day,
high.
and I put your music on. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That first song, that was shit right there.
Oh.
I like it.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that was
first
major
Umar,
league.
that first song was good.
Yeah, that's.
And then the other
And then
one
the
you did
second
with
one, and then the third song, the fourth song,
the
and
Monster
fifth
one was
like-
good too.
Yeah, they're
Thanks,
pretty good.
yeah. That
I
one,
liked it.
yeah.
That's
That
how you
was
talk about it? Yeah, in that song, in the second song, in
The second
third
song and the third song.
You don't got
Listen,
nothing
this
to-
is a big deal. He made a whole album. He's a new rapper. He's just
that's
tried, and it was good stuff. It was. I was very
So it's just
surprised.
Badass.
Badass, that badass.
Yeah, that badass.
Sometimes I look at my own name and I feel illiterate. I'm like, there's a letter missing. There's nothing missing. I'm just like,
How's your father? He's all right?
yeah, he's doing good. He's tired. He's trying to go on vacation and retire. He talks about that a lot.
We got to get him on the show.
Yeah,
Who is it?
He said he would be down to come
His
here
father.
anytime, play some music, play a song.
Yeah.
He's trying to get some shows down
Papa
here. Jersey
Badass.
Shore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Al Bazaz.
I would love him to come in.
Badass.
All right, well, listen, Dylan, check out his stuff. Dylan
Thank you
Badass.
so much.
Badass.
Who's next week?
Samaya.
Who's the week after that?
Deaf.
Dre
John,
Miller.
Dre Miller. But Samaya, check her out. She's fucking
Samira.
Samira. Patata.
Oh, he's skipping you.
Come on over. Sit over there by Dylan. Hurry up.
By Dylan.
You know Dre Miller?
Of course, I grew up with him.
Really?
They're from Keyport. I told you he's from
Can
Keyport.
you put
do you
on
feel
some
about that?
I feel
We just
like,
fucked.
What?
Exactly.
in all seriousness,
Yeah,
though,
that sounds weird. What the hell you just say? All I heard was we just fucked. I'm like, what?
This guy.
Yeah, I bumped his knee,
Yeah.
Oh,
So
but-
is that
and we
so
went
like-
all the way afterwards.
It didn't sell. And then I went all the way out.
I've just been
oh,
raped.
speaking of that, too, shout out to Buck Large. I missed that Albie event. I wanted to go in
against my
Linden.
will.
All
They
from
had a
kneecaps.
T-shirt event
We
with
touched
Albie.
tips.
So
I'm
if
still
I cut this
still in
later,
contact with Buck. I'm still like seeing his messages on Facebook, Instagram.
he's
like,
good people. He's
yeah,
very nice. Good people.
Yeah, he kicks ass.
I like him a lot. He's good people. Just like Judy Recluse.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I try.
Yeah, we played some of his music.
I learned something from you.
You bet your bottom dollar.
And I learned something.
I said I'll be coming too.
Yeah, I learned something from you.
I like this song.
I learned just enough. I'm like, what the fuck? I just called your bluff. Came here to touch. I came here to fuck. I came here to touch, but that's too much. Yeah, that's too much. Yeah, that's too much. Not trying to cup. I'm not trying to wipe. Just came here to fuck.